Do we really need solar panels, windmills, and electric cars if we can control the weather with laser beams?
Instead of doing a rain dance, we physicists are firing trillion-watt lasers into the sky to actually precipitate rain clouds and actually bring down lightning bolts. This is potentially a game changer. When you have water vapor and you have dust particles or ice crystals, you can precipitate rain. It condenses around the seeds. These seeds can also be created by laser beams. By firing trillion-watt lasers, you rip apart the electrons, creating what are called ions, and these ions act like seeds, like dust particles, bringing down rain and even lightning.
Theoretical physicist Dr. Michio Kaku joins me now. So, Doctor, has the U.S. government been experimenting with weather control?
Believe it or not, the answer is yes. People don't realize that, well, as Mark Twain said, everyone complains about the weather, but no one ever does anything about it. Well, the government takes exception to that. During the Vietnam War, there was something called Operation Popeye, a top-secret program to seed the clouds over Vietnam during the monsoon season to wash the Viet Cong out.
Ooh.
And they actually tried that. They
with laser beams?
Well, no, with silver iodide crystals to condense the water vapor to cause nuclei that would then cause raindrops, and that would then accelerate the monsoon season. Okay?
So are they doing this today, the U.S. government?
Well, it turns out that 8 states in the United States practice some form of weather modification. For example, seeding the clouds with silver iodide. And the Chinese, famously at the Olympics in the year 2008, seeded the clouds in order to have it rain outside of the Olympics. So, weather modification.
Did it work?
Apparently, yeah.
So is it just China and the United States trying to control the weather?
No, many countries have some kind of weather modification program because the economy, trade, war, everything is dependent upon the weather, if you think about it, right?
So can we make things less hot? Because it was a hot summer.
Well, believe it or not, in Dubai, they actually have a laser system based on drones that go into the clouds and fire a laser beam, and these ions then form nuclei for raindrops. Oh. And it accelerates rain in the Middle East. They get 4 inches of rain per year in Dubai.
All right.
4 inches.
So I can just shoot a laser in the sky and not have to buy a Tesla?
Well, in the United States now, we're also experimenting with terawatt lasers. These are trillion-watt lasers. They're pulsed. They produce more energy in a split second than all the nuclear power plants on the planet Earth. However, it's only for a brief second of time. But in that brief second of time, you ionize and electrify the weather so that you get raindrops.
All right. After COVID, this sounds a little risky, but I'm sure Joe Biden has it perfectly under control. Thank you, Doctor.